Just film.
Hey, there you go, sticky key.
Hi.
Hey, how are y'all doing?
Welcome to the 23 questions.
Oh yeah, how are y'all doing out there?
We're going to be asking you 23 questions.
Oh sure, well come on, let's walk and talk.
Why are you a math teacher?
Oh, why am I a math teacher? Well, math doesn't teach itself, right? So someone's got to teach it.
Where do you go to college?
Oh, college? That's a good question. I started at A&M, then I transferred to University of Texas, and then I went to Texas State to get certified to be a teacher. But right now, my son goes to Baylor, so that's where all my money goes, and that's what I root for. Sick 'em Bears, Sugar Bowl.
Best part of teaching?
Oh, the best part of teaching? Besides June, July, and August in the summer, when I teach to an empty classroom, kind of awkward. The best part of teaching, of course, is the relationships that I make with the students, and of course, grading papers on the weekend. That's a good perk.
And the worst?
The worst part of teaching? I'd have to say grading papers on the weekend. Did I already say that? Yeah, no, really the worst part of teaching is just saying goodbye to my students at the end of every class period.
Why do you have so many Spotify playlists?
Oh, Spotify. I'm a music junkie, and I have a playlist for every mood that I'm in. Every time there's a special occasion, I just make a new playlist. I collect songs like some people collect Pearl Snap shirts, which I also collect.
Your favorite song?
My favorite song is The Trooper by Iron Maiden or Baby Beluga by Raffi. It depends if I'm awake or asleep.
Any hobbies?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Any hobbies?
Oh, hobbies. I have lots of hobbies aside from grading papers. Some of my hobbies include I do woodworking, I do sewing, yeah, and listening to music, of course. Come on in. I gotta check my mail. Hello, Mrs. Lincoln.
There's eggnog in there, because it's eggnog.
Ooh, eggnog.
Like glass of eggnog?
Look, no news is good news. All right. Let's go this way. Come on through.
If you didn't teach math, what would you teach?
If I didn't teach math, what would I teach? Man, that's a great question. I would probably teach woodworking. I like to work with my hands. It's another hobby. Grammar for sure, but I don't know if that's a whole class. I don't know, or maybe a comedy class on how to get people to laugh at you and not with you. That'd be funny.
Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Ooh, in 10 years. That's a good question. I imagine I'd still be grading papers, you know, trying to finish up the ones from last year. But maybe I'm retired by then. I'm a park ranger in Yosemite, right? Or I'm restoring classic cars in my garage. Who knows? Who knows what the future holds?
Can you say something in Spanish?
Something in Spanish? Yo no quiero chingazos contigo. Porque es más mejor que bueno.
And something in German?
Oh, something in German. Ich weiß nicht wirklich, wie die Leute Deutsch gesprochen. Aber wie kann ich Ihnen helfen? Das ist ein Uder.
What's your favorite math formula?
Oh, my favorite math formula. There's so many, right?
So many.
So many from which to choose. But I would have to say Euler's identity. Euler's identity is e to the pi I plus 1 equals 0. We'll go this way. I've got to check on something over here.
What
E
do
to
you
the pi I
like
plus
more?
1 plus 0. Just real quickly, I don't have any tattoos, but if I were to get one, I would get e to the pi I plus 0, and I would put it on my forehead, and I would do it backwards so that when I'm driving my car, the people in front of me can read it in the rearview mirror, like the ambulance, but e to the pi I plus 1 equals 0. Oh, okay. Come this way.
That's cool. What do you like more? Pre-cal or calculus?
Mr. Kilford's gone. I was just checking on him. Pre-cal or calculus, which do I like more? Hello, Elvia. Who's Elvia?
Hello.
Hi, hello.
Man, that's like asking which one of my two kids I like more. My son was born first, so I guess he'd be pre-cal, and my daughter was born second, so I guess she'd be calculus because she comes after pre-cal, but I don't really know. I guess I like them both, but calculus, I guess. I'd have to say calculus, because I guess, you know, my daughter, I don't know.
Pre-cal is better.
Pre-cal is better. Unit circle, baby.
Favorite holiday of the year?
Favorite holiday of the year? Good question. Come on this way. I have a bad knee, so I got to take the elevator. Favorite holiday of the year? Well, it's kind of funny you ask, because I'd have to say it's National Pfeffernuss Day. And I know you're saying, what is Pfeffernuss? Pfeffernuss is a type of cookie. These keys, you know. And it's December 23rd, so it coincides with Christmas, you know. And a lot of people get Kruidnoten confused with Pfeffernuss. And that's a pet peeve of mine. Because Pfeffernuss is kind of a lighter brown cookie, it's a little bit softer. And Kruidnoten is a little bit darker. And I have a key for this. But you know, people get them confused. And you know what? Pfeffernuss has its own holiday. Kruidnoten doesn't, so it's an impasta. But anyway, there you go.
Your favorite food?
My favorite food? Oh, I'm not real picky. I'll eat any kind of Mexican food, really. Especially if there's like chimichangas on the menu.
Yeah,
I might order one or two of those to go along with my fajitas and enchiladas and tacos and chalupas. And there we go. Persistence pays off. All right. While we're waiting, you got another question?
If you had to pick another job, what would it be?
Another job, what would it be? Oh man, I love teaching so much, but I don't know. Like I said earlier, I've always thought of myself as being a pretty good park ranger, like in Yosemite. You know, telling people like, put out that fire or pay $5 for that picnic table. I feel like I'd be pretty good at that. Hey, come on in.
Let's go.
If it was my dream job, though, what floor would you like? If it was
Yeah.
2, good. Because we're on 1 and there's only 2 floors. If it was my dream job and I could choose anything, I would be a rock and roll,
Cool.
a metal player. I would sing and play metal guitar. Or
Cool.
sing metal and play metal guitar. Yeah, yeah. Ho, ho, ho.
What's better, iPad or notebooks?
iPads or notebooks? Man, that's a great question. I think they both have their merits. You know, iPads are really good for, you know, giving content to people. But as a student taking it, you kind of get tunnel vision. I will tell you this though, no student ever comes into my classroom and says, sir, I forgot to charge my notebook paper, right? Although I do love those apple juices. Come on.
What's
go.
your favorite sport?
I gotta go to the bathroom real quick, come on in. No, maybe that can wait, maybe that can wait. Favorite sport? You know what, my favorite sport is college football. I love watching it. It's my favorite sport to watch, but my favorite sport to play is Pee-wee football against those 5 years old. I love to play against them because they're not real good and I can like dominate them and score lots of touchdowns. So that's my favorite sport to play.
That's cool. And
Look at all our Christmas trees up here. So beautiful.
yeah,
What other questions do you have?
any movie that made you cry?
Oh, movies that made me cry. Well, you know what? There was a movie back in the 90s called Hoffa with the great Jack Nicholson. And it was so bad. I paid $8 for that movie and I was never going to get my $8 back. It was so bad. Hoffa, look it up.
Okay. And what's your obsession of the moment?
Oh, my obsession at the moment is, well, I'm always trying to learn the latest dance moves. So I obsess right now over like whipping and nay-naying. Like I should be like nay-naying while I'm whipping. You know, or whipping when I'm nay-naying or something, and stresses me out, keeps me up at night. I have no idea what I'm doing. Like our basketball coach is off to go coach, so there they go.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
And are you an early bird or a night owl?
Oh, early bird, that's a great question. I used to be a night owl in high school, but since I've gotten a little older, I'm definitely an early bird. I love getting up in the morning, drinking coffee on the back porch in the dark, and yeah, those worms. Let's go to my room right here.
What do you do in your free time?
In my free time? Well, I like to, come on in. I like to do, as I said, woodworking and I like to swim, but not both at the same time. I do like to read and exercise, but not at the same time. hobbies, golly. Besides listening to music and grading papers, I don't know, I guess delivering toys to kids around the world. Math toys, that is.
Ho, ho, ho.
Ho, ho, ho.
Did you like this interview?
It was a really good interview. I appreciate you asking me these questions and giving me the opportunity to do this. You know, it's not very often I get to do this. And you know what? At the end of the day, I could say I end up learning something about myself. So, yeah, thoroughly enjoyed it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas. Ho, ho, ho. See you on
Merry
the flip side.
Christmas.
See you soon.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you.